My commitment to this is very personal because, I was born in Hilo, and I went to school at Waiakea Kai until it closed down. And actually, in the meeting this morning, one of my classmates from first and second grade, Waiakea Kai, was there. And so that was really wonderful. I had my birthday parties at the park, and we went across, when there was a bridge, which was sometimes and sometimes not, went across to Coconut Island to fool around, jump around and stuff. And this is just, it's a very, very, very special place. And we want to do right by it. And I want to also start out by just acknowledging the sad news that we got this week of the announcement of Uncle Billy's closure of the hotel. I mean, that's hard on everyone, the family, the people working there. It's a long legacy, and it's just part of the world of Banyan Drive right now, and it's just particularly poignant to have that news this week when we are collectively trying to figure out the right path forward. So today, our goal is to move this planning along by presenting some technical studies that DLNR has done to start providing some of the basic information for this planning, and to hear your comments. But in particular, I want to just acknowledge and affirm here that the state, the Department of Land and Natural Resources, wants to work arm in arm with the county very collaboratively and affirmatively to try to move forward this planning for Banyan Drive. And so we're in this together. We're working together on it. And to move that forward, I want to introduce Planning Director Dwayne Kanuha to talk from the point of view of the county.
Thank you, Suzanne. Suzanne mentioned events relating to the bankruptcy of the Nanilo Hotel got this administration, under the leadership of Mayor Kinoy, deeply involved in what we should be doing to bring Banyan Drive back to the way that some of us remember it, back in the old days. With the upcoming lease expirations for other properties, we were able to take that opportunity to network really closely with the staff of the Department of Land and Natural Resources. And what the mayor did in 2013 was he formulated a Banyan Drive Task Force, which was it consisted of industry people, folks like us in county government, various entities. The University of Hawaii was involved. And we started to collaborate on what we felt was necessary in order to bring Banyan, to really uplift and redevelop Banyan Drive. We were joined very quickly by the staff of DLNR, our state legislature, legislators. Senator Kahele is here. Others joined us back in 2013 in this effort to see what we could do to bring everything together. These studies that have been finalized that they're asking you to comment on today is part of that effort. And what we've reached at this point in time is a cooperative agreement between the state of Hawaii through the Department of Land and Natural Resources and the County of Hawaii to jointly proceed with the enactment of a Banyan Drive redevelopment agency. Um, It will be very similar to the Hawaii Redevelopment Agency that created this facility and this area that we are at after the tidal wave of 1960. The effort there will be starting almost immediately. We will be scheduling a designation for the area so we can move forward with this agency sometime early in February. I want to express our thanks from the County of Hawaii on behalf of Mayor Kinoe for the just terrific cooperation from Chairperson Case and members of her staff. And we truly are going to be joining hands to make this effort come alive. Time is of the essence, as you know. Some of these leases are already expired. Events have happened that make us want to move through this as quickly as we can, but still ensuring that we'll have the transparency and the participation of all of those who are interested in this. So that being said, I guess I'll turn it back to Suzanne. Again, the focus is on the studies that they've done today. We've taken a look at them, we've participated in how they were put together, and they will serve as a framework for this Banyan Drive redevelopment effort that we're going to undertake. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and again, I want to reiterate our excitement at this collaboration with the county through their efforts to form a redevelopment agency for Banyan Drive, and we fully support it. We'll be working closely with them. I want to thank very much Senator Gil Cahelli for all of his efforts in helping us collaborate and coordinate these efforts, and I want to invite him up to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Suzanne, and also Dwayne. Listening to you talk about growing up in Hilo kind of jogged my memory of I was born over in South Kona, but I grew up in Hilo, and I lived with my family down on Kainei Street, which is right there at the peninsula. And I recall my two older brothers talking about visiting Tea Garden. That's what they called Liliuokalani Gardens. Beautiful place. I can tell you, as a Senate Tourism Chair, I'm very passionate about the peninsula, Banyan Drive, and feel strongly that we should move forward, work as best as we can with all of the parties involved. And for the last few years, I know I've been having discussions with all of different agencies that are involved. I visited some of the properties at Banyan Drive, and the plan that we're coming up with. I know we've had a task force, and we thank them also for the work that has been done. But as you can see with the recent closure of Uncle Billy's, we need to come up with a plan and then move forward and execute it. And for me personally, working with the county administration, if there's any indication of the good work that working collaboratively with the county, with Billy's administration, with Billy himself, for those of you that have gone over the Saddle Road and have stopped at the Mauna Kea recreational area, you can see how beautiful that place is now. The bathroom's all fixed, the lights are on, the parking lot has been paved, and the flags are waving. And I can tell you from a personal experience, I never saw those flags waving for about 20 years. So I have a lot of faith that with the county's leadership, and I'm aware that the mayor has got about 11 months to go, but this situation that we're in regarding Banyan Drive and the plan that will be discussed more in depth by Suzanne and by the planning director, I think it's a good one. And it brings home local control to the island with your input. This is the first step going in that direction, and staying focused and making sure that we do right what is good for Hilo. Hilo in many ways is Hawaii. It's a small town with special charm, and the plans presented today, I believe, will enhance that charm and bring Hilo back to life. The collaboration between county and state agencies on this project is an indication of the importance of this area. You know, we need to move the economy, we need to help the businesses that are there, and with good planning, we can move forward. Hilo is the capital, the hula capital of the world. And and we need to work together, as I did mention. Marimonarch, it's a competitive hula, brings a culture and so forth here, but it lasts only about a week. If we can grow that scenario, and Hilo is the gateway to Volcano. It's a beautiful setting here that we live in, and I'm very feel honored and special and blessed to live in Hilo. A day like this is just absolutely gorgeous. And even when it's raining, it's fine. Everything is green in Hilo, and water is precious too. So I worked in collaboration with some of my colleagues in the Senate, talked to them. Some of them do have experience regarding the Banyan Drive. So I'm totally in support of what we plan to discuss here today. And with your indulgence and with your input, we can move forward on Banyan Drive. I know, like my tutu used to say, when she'd be out there trying to help her, she would say, "Pa'akawaha hanakalima," which means, you know, close your mouth and get going, get to work. So I know I'm not too much of a task force guy, or meetings after meetings. Have a meeting, talk about it, move in that direction, and this mayor has done an absolutely great job as far as I'm concerned in his administration, and I look forward to working with him for the next 11 months and with the planning director and their staff, because they have this administration has delivered as far as I'm concerned. And the Suzanne Case, the chairman of DLNR, and the board, you got two board members here, Chris Ewan and Stan Rorick, my good friend. Both of them are friends of mine. We're all in this together, and we're all in this together. I like to think that all of you are in this together with us, and we're going to move Hilo forward. We need to grow the airlines. There's only one flight coming in from, I guess, direct from the mainland, and that's United Airlines. At one time, my wife flew in and stayed at the Naniloa. She was a flight attendant for United. In those days, they had about 3 or 4 airlines that were flying into Hilo. So we can do it, but we need to work together and go forward with a good plan. And I think the Hawaii Redevelopment Agency can do that. The planning director, I guess, will be at the helm. So I totally support, Suzanne, the efforts that you and your department are doing, and also doing Karua. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator Kahele. I want to acknowledge two other public servants here today who have had lots of involvement in various ways over the years in Banyan Drive, and I'm sure will in the future. Senator Lorraine Inouye is here, and Councilman Fresh Onishi. Would you like to say a few words, Senator?
I won't go over past history, but I'm just glad that things are moving along. We've come a long way, too long. So with the bodies collaborating as well, I was looking at the master plan and the schedule, but I don't know. I'm one that likes to move things fast. 21 century or 2100 is when the buildings will be demolished, or we can look forward to. I think that's too late. But anyway, it's like tomorrow. But thanks again, to the state as well and the county. There's lots of work to do. I'll be looking forward to as well supporting Senator Kahele as well as we move along in the efforts that long time overdue again. Hopefully things move faster with all of your mana'o as well, but be active. And I think we need to make sure that whoever is chosen to look at plans, not only as a task force, because I think you got to go beyond that. Now you have to have industry people there as well. And so whether it's the industry and the corporations that build hotels, or the unions as well who is involved with hotel industry, get everybody involved as well and move along. Good luck. Congratulations again, and thank you, Chair Case.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, so today, again, it's about us presenting studies that we've done in anticipation of, just to help collect the basic information that will be helpful for us to move on, and to get an understanding of what are some of the conditions and the opportunities and the limitations for the revitalization of Banyan Drive. And so specifically, we've got analyses done, a tourism market analysis, a sea level rise analysis, and a master lease feasibility analysis. These are available online on the DLNR's website, but we're going to take some time. I'm going to invite Tessa Munikia Ng to come speak. She and her company have been at the forefront of collecting this information and analyzing it for the DLNR, and they're here to present it to you. And then we will take comments and questions, and you can do them verbally, or we also have comment cards. So we'll be taking all of this information in and adding it to the collective process to analyze this moving forward. Tessa?